So if we want to print to the console, we use a print line statement. So you can see here I've got system.out print line, and there's a string here, something here. If I ran this code, it would print the words something here to the console. And we can have a look at that right now. So here's my console, and here is some code, and you can see I've got a method called test printing, system.out.println, and I have the string test print to the console. Let's see what happens when we run that. We can see I've got my grey lines here, so I need to compile my code, create a new student. Now let's run that method, test printing, test print to the console. You can see it printed this string here to the console. So that's what system.out.println does. Now sometimes you want to print multiple strings together, and to do that we use the plus sign. This is called string concatenation. So if I went system.out.println, one string with a plus symbol and then another string, it would join these strings together and print them as one. We can also do this with string variables. So let's have a look at another example. Print details. System.out.println, my name is plus name. Name is the string variable for the student's name. And then I've got another string, plus my email is, plus email address, plus, and my age is age. Well, this is a string, this is a string, this is a string, this is a string, and this is a string. So it's just going to join them all together. But age isn't a string. Age is an int. So what's going to happen? Well, what it's actually going to do is just get the value of age and turn it into a string. So this would just be one long string printing the details of the student. So let's try running that. So I'll just clear my console. And let's create a new student, and we're going to use the name and the integer age. We'll use the constructor that takes the name and the age. So I will put in a name of Alex and an age of 44. Okay. We can see the constructor got called. That's the code that's written by BlueJ to create the object. Here is our object. So we want to run print details. Now let's bring up the code here. My name is plus name, Alex. My email is plus email address. It says null. That's the default value. Null just means nothing. That's the default value of email address, because remember, this constructor only set the name and the age. So I have a value for the name, I have a value for the age, but I don't have a value for the email address. So by default, it's just going to be what we call null. That means it has no value. So my email is null, and my age is 44. So that's how we print out strings.